Hey guys, Save State here. So this is a brand new game that just came out on the MetaQuest headset called Area Man Lives.
It's all over now.
There's your warning. Oh, what the? I'm going into this totally blind. Got standing room, so we should be fine. Story moments that use voice recognition. Okay, so it does use voice recognition. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I want to record audio.
Welcome. Our new shipment of comics hasn't come in yet, so we're a little light today. Don't touch anything. Just kidding, of course.
Alright. So...
Utopitech is buying up everything. Pinata Pete's used to be an offbeat little staple of our community. Now it's all monkey gloves and eagle eyes. What a gimmick. No offense. Your Utopitech enhancements are real cutting edge. And my biggest complaint is that Utopitech is building a mindless consumer base. Just grab one of those bobblehead raptors.
How? Okay. So, I'm going into this almost entirely blind.
Hey, don't look at me for help. You're the one wearing the monkey gloves. They're equipped with laser grab, you know. Just point at the raptor by closing your lower 3 fingers around the grip, and when the laser's targeting the raptor you want, pull your pointer finger down on the trigger to pick it up. Cheap, mindless junk. But I can't keep enough of them in stock. People are lining up for them. You may have noticed the service bell. With your Utopitech Eagle Eye enhancements, you should see a little asterisk floating near the bell. If you use the laser to grab the asterisk, you'll see more information, like a footnote to the world. I don't go in for most enhancements, but I really dig the footnotes. I add them to everything. They're never about anything important, so don't get too hung up on them. Once you've read the footnote, it goes away. In fact, I just added a footnote above the door you came in. Turn around and check it out. Now, I suspect you came in here looking for a great adventure. I love a comic book world. You have to slow down and really imagine the action to get the most out of it. Well, that works, I guess. Do you need help picking up the comic book? Use your laser pointer to pick it up.
I'm trying to get the asterisk
Just
to go.
close your bottom 3 fingers around the grip. Point.
Late night in a town that goes to bed early.
Late night in a town that goes to bed early, one DJ sits alone in a seaside radio station.
30 seconds until you're on air, reading your live lead.
Well, practically alone. There was the producer. It's hard to ignore that guy. The DJ's heart began to race because in just 17 seconds they'd be on air. 13 seconds now. 11. 7. 4.
With energy, we got this. Hey there, night owls. This is Taylor, serving you a healthy portion of the best local music with a dash of the rest.
That'll do. I've heard worse. The show's off and running now.
Bear.
Hey, I was so transfixed by your performance, I missed the last call that came in. It went to the answering machine. Can you check it?
Hey, Taylor. You don't know me, but I think you're supposed to help me. I know that sounds weird, but all week I've been having these premonitions. I guess. And I was trying to ignore them, but what if they're important? So I thought, okay, if I need to act on these clues I've been getting, then I need a sign to confirm it. Then your show came on and you said, this is Taylor. And my middle name is Taylor. So I think you're my guide. I'm going to keep listening to you for more clues, so you keep doing your thing.
That guy reminds me of some of the crazy people I met at AA. This town attracts nuts like a cashew convention.
I just don't want to get
Oh, crap. We're required to run an emergency broadcasting test today to keep our license. Only we don't have all that newfangled fancy schmancy equipment you had at the station you came from. So I need you to record the message yourself. Just turn to the white script, hit the record button when you're ready, and read it. Super simple. Even you can't screw it up.
Alright. Don't know what did beeps. Beep.
Hey, wait,
Beep.
I just thought of something hilarious. Maybe try to do it kind of robot-y sounding, like mechanical machine voice. I am a robot talking like a human.
Beep.
Oh,
Beep.
and where it says beeps, just read those too. Our sound effects board is on the fritz, so really put some oomph into it. Like beep, beep.
Beep. Beep.
Sorry, just one more
Oh
thing.
my God.
Don't feel tied to the beep. Put your own spin on it, like wah wah wah, or ooga ooga, or neener neener.
Hey, I'll do it.
Whatever
I'll
you're
do it.
feeling.
Wah! 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 This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. If this had been a real emergency, instructions would follow this message. Wah! Wah! Wah!
That was inspiring. Don't you go leaving me to take a run at an acting career now.
I'm so glad I'm in an isolated room, because people would be mad at me making noise this late at night. That's not accurate to the time, but...
Did you know Rick from the morning show and Alice are an island now? Nice. I told Alice her kid wasn't allowed in here. You can thank him for that. He's always ruining my ceiling tiles with those pencils. Rick from Rick Rollin' in the Morning just ignores the little monster.
I knew it. I knew there was an emergency. You've been guiding me all this time, giving me clues, and this just confirms it. I hear you loud and clear. Today is the day I've been preparing for. Just keep letting me know what I have to do.
Whoa, you really got him riled up there.
Huh.
I never wanted any kids. I didn't want to settle down. Strange thing is, my life settled down without me. I wanted to be able to travel or eat out or stay up late, but I don't do any of those things anymore anyway. So, you know, I never married or had kids. I'm not sure I'd do it any different now, but I guess some of the guys I know who had families seem less lonely. Man, that critter sure loves those Sugios. Don't get your fingers too close there, partner. That thing's dangerous. I keep telling Rick to get it out of here, but he says it's evidence. Well, this evidence is going to give someone rabies. Man, this job is boring. Want to take a few calls? You could ask listeners to call in with the most interesting thing they've ever found. I'll have the clock count you in and tell them the best call this hour wins 2 all-day passes to Pinata Pete's.
Hello, callers, and, you know, we want to hear from you. We want to hear, you know, what's the most interesting thing that you've got going, you know, best story that we hear, 2 all-day passes to Pinata Pete's. You know, we're taking calls live on the air. We'd love to hear what you guys have got to say, all right? All right.
We've got some calls coming in. I'll patch them through to your phone.
It's so awkward to put this shit.
Most of the time they want to talk, but always hang up before you give your thoughts, so they can't argue back.
Just then, the DJ remembered that whenever anyone takes a call, they typically begin with a standard greeting like, "Hi," or "Hello." The DJ thought for a minute about getting really specific and saying, "This is Taylor. You're on air. What's the weirdest thing you've ever found?"
Greetings, caller. You're live on the air. Tell me, what is the weirdest thing that you've ever found?
Oh, I'm on air? Cool.
Yeah?
Well, I'm a beachcomber. I have a metal detector. I go search for treasure.
Is she eating something?
One morning, I found a case with a clue on it. It said something like, "Finding you is like finding a needle in a haystack." So, I mean, I figured it out. I'm real good at puzzles and stuff. I went to Haystack Rock, and there were all these candles, and flowers, and a shovel with a note. And the note said, "Say yes." So I dug there, and I found a jewelry box. The ring inside was the most expensive thing I've ever found at the beach. I sold it, and I bought a nice boat. People are so stupid. We're actually calling from the boat right now. If you don't believe me, watch the sky over Haystack Rock.
Damn.
Did you see that? It's because I'm on a boat.
Can you believe her?
I do believe her. Greetings, caller. You're live on the air. Tell us, what's the weirdest thing that you've ever found?
Rick, raccoons are being tortured. I can hear them out there every night by the tech building near Highway 7. And they cry their little raccoon cries, and you can hear them behind the dumpster, and they're just bawling and crying and screaming, and you can hear it.
Sorry, I tried to pre-screen the calls. She told me a story about finding herself. I tried to hang up on her, but she slipped through.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Hey, caller, you're live on the air. Tell us at the station here. What's the weirdest thing that you've ever found?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going all right.
Oh, yeah? Me too. So have you seen that show where people bid on storage units that are put up for auction?
Yes, I have, caller. Tell me. You got something from one of those shows?
Yeah. There's these people who buy abandoned storage units when the owner is defaulted on their payments. I can't believe they can do that. These are people's personal treasures and stuff, auctioned off to guys in tank tops and gold chains and stuff. Anyway, I went to one, an auction, and I wasn't wearing a tank top or anything, but I did win a unit. Got it real cheap because this one was sight unseen. They didn't let us look ahead of time. Actually, I made out pretty good. There was like 1,000 bingo daubers in the unit, and my aunt plays bingo. She's like really connected on the bingo scene, so I had a hookup. I sold all of them. The rest was gravy. Some troll dolls, little homies, Hello Kitty collectibles, that type of stuff. Yeah, it was a gold mine. I still got 45 wigs I'm trying to get rid of. All the same style and color. If someone wants them, tell them to make an offer. Here, I'll give you my phone number. It's 702-515-9098. And my credit card number is...
Never let them give out my phone number.
Well, that was a little chaotic, folks. Well, outside of that chaotic caller, hello, you're live on the air. Tell me, what's the weirdest thing that you've ever found?
Yeah, thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, so caller, what's the weirdest thing you've ever found?
Yeah, so I'm a driver for Uber. Been needing the extra cash, you know. So anyway, one night I found this briefcase that someone left in my back seat. I thought it might be locked, but it was unlocked. So I opened it to try to figure out who it belonged to. I mean, I wouldn't usually, like privacy and all that. Anyway, I opened it, and there were like hundreds of tiny sealable bags.
Whoa, ask him what was in the bags.
And caller, what was in those bags that you found in the suitcase?
Each little bag had hair in it. Like little locks of hair with names on them.
Okay, this is getting
There were little
incredibly
labels
creepy.
in each with a girl's name on them.
What the heck? That's crazy.
That certainly is weird, caller.
Yeah, and to top it off, there was like this zipped up part in the case. And I opened that, and there were teeth. Hundreds of teeth.
What
Oh
the
my gosh.
fuck?
Make a joke about the tooth
Anyway,
fairy.
I never found the owner.
Joke about the tooth fairy.
So, I guess the owner was the tooth fairy you were driving, eh?
If you're wondering, I still got it. Looking at
Why?
it right now.
Why?
It's beautiful, actually. I mean,
Wow.
it's beautiful, the things you can
Maybe you
learn
should
about a
hang up.
person.
And that's enough from that
Cashew convention. People in this town are nuts. Maybe we should call it a night on the call-ins.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, one more couldn't hurt. Said one more couldn't hurt.
Well, maybe one more. Can I take this one?
Go
I've
for
always
it.
wondered what it feels like to take a call on the air.
I
I
can't
never
stop
thought
you.
it really would after all this time. Do you mind?
Go for it.
Hey, you're on the air.
You still taking calls on weird things people found?
Yep. What'd you find, kid?
Well, my second cousin asked me to house it once when he was traveling for work. While I was there, I looked through all of his stuff, and I looked in his closet, and I found this journal. He and my mom weren't speaking at the time. They were in the middle of this huge feud. So I started reading the journal, because I thought it was a diary or something. Maybe there'd be some juicy tidbits about my mom. But then I realized it wasn't really a diary at all.
What was in the journal then?
It was filled with letters to an imaginary kid. The first letter was 10 years old, and he wrote a letter at least a few times every week. There were hundreds of them. Like he was writing to the child he wanted, but never had.
Oh, wow. What did the letters say? Do you remember any of them?
Oh, yeah. There was one I won't forget because I was in it. I actually have it right here. I wrote it down. It said, I saw my cousin's kid Brian today. He was getting ready for his baseball game. He's a nice kid. I think you two would have been good friends. I always wanted to play catch with my son in the backyard. I would have taught you my curveball. It's unbeatable.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't want to upset anyone.
No, sorry. It's just heavy. People don't think about what it can be like for men who don't have kids. Women tell people how they feel about infertility or miscarriages or things like that, but men keep it to themselves.
Or write it in journals, I guess.
So your second cousin never had any kids, still?
No. Kind of wondered if this was a kid he made a bolt together, or if he had a kid out there somewhere, or gave up a kid or something.
I never had any kids. I had an angry dad. I never knew what to expect from him. He never did anything with me. Nothing was ever good enough. I just grew up scared of him, hating him. But then as a teenager, I learned he had a mental disorder that ran in the family, that he couldn't help it. So I tried to stop hating him. But then I was scared of myself. What if it was genetic? What if I became like him and did that to some kid? I didn't. I'm fine.
I mean, I think
I
weirdest
never had
definitely
kids.
goes to the teeth and hair guy.
I didn't want to take the chance.
Hank, I think you're getting a bit emotional in here.
So, thanks for taking my call.
Put on a record or something. I just said that on the air, huh? That guy really wanted to be a dad.
Lonely river,
Oh, this isn't DMCA.
carry me away to the ocean. Hurry, don't delay. Wash me to her.
I wonder if I would have been a good dad.
Always stay. Lonely river, won't you please?
Hey, Slugger, that's Mindy's. She's the afternoon sports DJ. Yeah, it arrived this morning.
Like a
I don't
raindrop
know.
rushing down.
Doesn't look regulation to
I
me.
was lonely, my world was incomplete. When you found me, my heart just skipped a beat. Ooh, I never, ever, ever felt so neat. What? Wait.
Maybe that guy should
don't go.
foster a kid or volunteer or something.
Okay. Could be so sweet. We're so complete. Okay, here. The current of my love flows straight to you from a river of love that's all so true. It trickles down inside my heart like the pretty little stream in my trailer park. Rapids of desire so wild and free carry us away where we want to be. Where we want to be. We want to be alone like waves on an ocean all our own. Lonely river, carry me away
I do need to record this.
to them ocean. Hurry, don't delay. Wash me to her, where I'm going to
I
stay.
would turn this off.
Lonely river, won't you please stay? Come on. The boat alone was $500. I wrote this song. I've got a pina coladas. Nuts.
Where we going?
Okay, hey, I'm headed to the Schuylkill River.
When will we get
I don't know
there?
what I'm looking
Because
for.
we've got
How
to
much is the river
go.
up there? Unless there's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 other rivers in town. If you got anything more specific for me, I'm listening to everything.
I don't know.
Shit.
Hey, I saw that sign, and it's a good thing or we would have missed that turn. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Now I see S'more Beach signs, so I think I just keep going past Pete's store and I take a left. What's your address there at the radio station?
You know, I don't think I really need to.
I can't hear you. What'd you say? You know what? Never mind. John found a promotional map in the seat pocket. Turns out we're not far. Be there in a few minutes, okay?
Did he say he's coming here? Tell him not to come. This is private property.
Yeah, buddy, this is private property. You can't.
I can't hear you. I said I'll be right there. We'll see you in a few.
He can't come here. What is this weirdo thinking? Did you lock the doors when you came in? I'll check the back door.
Show me a sign or if we
Ready to defend myself.
I see a sign over there. Didn't see it before. Right there
Not
between the
now.
buildings where there
That's
was
corporate. I have to take this. Hey, Hal, what can I do you for? It's what? You can't hear anything. I told you we needed that maintenance 3 months ago. Yes, 3 months. I said, we don't get that replaced, we're dead in the water. What do you mean you don't remember? I sent the work order to Alice. What do you mean Alice doesn't work here anymore? Hell, I can't work like this. Take a look. I don't have time to take a look right now. I've got crazed vigilantes and incompetent talent and broken soundboards to babysit. Oh, and it's raining. I'm not about to get struck by light. Yes, sir. I understand, sir. Yes, I'll do it right away. Hey, station manager just called and said the signal's out. I'm going to check out the antenna.
Uh-oh.
But hey, the plus side is maybe no one was hearing this train wreck of a show. Be right back. You know, maybe I can do that too.
Good luck, man.
Oh, sorry. I'm in my own head. Can't let go of that call. I forget, you're not in my same train of thought. I mean, do you think I could foster kids or volunteer? Or am I too old?
I think you got a shot at it.
Sorry. I know you're not my life coach. Just thinking out loud.
Ugh. Yeah, I'll record this now. Or not. Or not. Huh.
Did you see that? I don't know how to describe it. I was on the roof looking at the antenna and it was like the darkness got darker. It was like the opposite of lightning. And there was a feeling too, like, you know how you can sometimes feel electricity in the air? It was like that. But the feeling was different. Warm and soft instead of cold and tingly. This must be what everyone's talking about. It was surprising. I don't know what it means, but it felt significant. And it happened to me. I know that sounds hypocritical, and I could find a way to explain it, I'm sure, but it felt more important than that. I felt seen. Does that make sense? I couldn't fix the antenna, though. We need a signal booster, and I don't have one, but maybe we're not supposed to keep broadcasting tonight. Maybe something bigger is happening here. Yeah, right.
I am so concerned right now. What the fuck? You stay the fuck back. Fuck is that?
Hey! Hey, Taylor! It's me! Your signal's out, and I can't hear you leading me anymore. Is anyone in there? Also, it looks like the power's out. Yeah, John, I don't know. They've got to still be inside. Maybe something bad happened here. What if they're the ones that I'm supposed to rescue? John, call 911.
Go away.
No, wait, hold on, John, don't call. I hear somebody. Hey, you there? You're okay? All right, good. All right, so here's the deal. I need your help. I'm on a mission to prevent a catastrophe. And your radio station has been telling me where to go, but now all I'm getting is just this static. So I need you to get back on air. Cool, please?
I couldn't help you even if I wanted to. Our power is out. Our antenna's broken, and I don't have the transponder I need to fix it.
Well, maybe I can help you if you just let me in. Only, hey man, I really need your help. I don't know who else to turn to. I think I did a really bad thing.
What was that? What can you see outside the window?
What the fuck was that? There were explosions. What the fuck?
That sounded bad.
Well, look, maybe if your radio program can't lead me anymore, you can just tell me where to go, maybe. You draw me a path on our map or something. Look, I've been trying to trust all the subtle things that I think you're speaking to me, but it would be easier if you just gave me, like, a full plan right now.
We need to get rid of this guy. Tell him to leave.
Buddy, you need to leave.
Way to go. That should send him on his way.
Hey, isn't that where your wife went? No, yeah, Smorpy. You don't know where that is? You don't know the jingle from TV? Come here for all the fun. Though we ain't got so much sun, we've got some treats to eat. So come on down to S'more Beach. Something like that. Nothing? Oh, come on.
It used to be called Raccoon Beach.
Oh, okay, well, thank you then, Radio Man. It used to be called Raccoon Beach. John, calm down. We're gonna find her, I promise. But if the power is out here, I'm not gonna hear Taylor telling me where to go. So,
Knuckleback.
look, do you know where to find a transponder?
Don't just stand there looking dazed. I think there's a page from the parts catalog somewhere on the bulletin board. The faster you can get him out of here, the better. Tell him where he can get a transponder.
You can get a transponder at Carol's Wicker Furniture and Radio Accessories Emporium.
Carol's Corner. Yeah, no, I got it.
Carol expanded into radio parts, huh? That shop has everything.
Very conveniently, too. Very, very conveniently.
How is that old computer booting up? We don't have power anywhere else in the studio. Can you see what's going on with the computer? It's always been a little wonky.
My natural language processors lead me to conclude that they don't really want your help. I deduced they were just trying to get rid of you.
No, it happens to me a lot. You know, all I want is to help people, but instead, I don't know, it always seems scared of me. You know, I want Taylor to be different. I'm going to assume the best. Taylor hears and understands me. Taylor wants to help me, and Taylor has a plan. A plan to prosper me and not harm me. He plans to give me, like, hope. And I don't know, a future. It may not seem like my trust in Taylor is founded now, but as the great George Michael sings, you gotta have faith.
What the fuck?
Hello? Are you awake in there? You look a little dazed.
Why is everything floating? What is... Okay, so
Tune
we're
in
back in...
next week to learn why Rascally Pete's favorite trousers were filled with peanut butter.
Help me.
You didn't think narrating your life was my only gig, did you? If this were an old-fashioned radio drama, the strange voices you were hearing would make a lot more sense, and I'd be catching you up on the adventures you'd missed. Previously on the adventures of Area Man. John had been on the way to the beach with his pregnant wife Sarah when their car broke down. John called a tow truck. Sarah called John a few choice names, because of course their unpredictable misfortune must have been his fault, somehow.
I wish you would have tried to start it one more time.
Are you kidding me, honey? I tried it 4 times. You watched me.
Yeah, well, you've just made it really obvious that you don't care if we go camping with my friends or not.
They're your friends, so no, it doesn't really matter to me, but it matters to you, and you matter to me.
If I mattered to you, then you would have tried to start it one more time.
I tried it 4 times.
Don't shout at me. The driver can hear you.
Too embarrassed to continue riding in the tow truck, after fighting in front of the driver, Sarah got a ride to the beach. John vowed to join her at the beach as soon as their car was repaired.
Do you know what part of the beach your friends are camping on? When I get to the beach, where do I meet you?
If you'd been listening to me this week at all, you'd know.
Honey, this won't take long. I want to meet you, but where should I go?
Just call me when you get to the beach.
But there's no reception at the beach.
And perhaps John could have gotten the car repaired and joined his pregnant wife on a pleasant camping trip, but the most chilled-out carjacker in history had other plans.
Hi, you're not my tow truck driver. Where'd he go?
Hey, man, sorry. I need to use this truck. Lives could be at stake.
Could be?
Yeah, like, I'm not totally sure. I just have this feeling that something's wrong, and, well, I'm the one who's supposed to stop it. Look, I knew I needed to find a pregnant woman crying in the rain and a rocket tow truck, and then I found both. So, look, man, I'm on the right path.
Okay, get out of the tow truck or I'm calling the police.
Truck, block cell phone and Wi-Fi signals.
Yeah, you can't do that. The request to block communications requires an authorization.
Oh yes, the tow truck is equipped with an AI navigation system named Huck.
Use code 82571.
All signals on consumer channels are now blocked.
Bingo bango, here we go.
Did you just lock me in? This is not okay.
Hey man, it's only not okay if you make it not okay. If you can just accept your lack of control, your psychological discomfort will in fact ease.
You are completely unhinged. You've just hijacked me.
No. I have calmly and without violence commandeered the use of this vehicle for the greater good. So let's take some deep breaths. You can't change this. Let's get the radio turned on. Well, because the radio is leading me.
The laid-back area man listened to the radio for secret clues, which led them to the radio station. But with the power out and no new information, the area man wondered where to go next.
Should I enter Carol's Corner in my GPS?
No, that's not how this works. See, I need to feel led. The songs on the radio have been leading me all evening. Taylor won't fail me now. I'm sure of it.
So, you just want us to sit here and wait for the power to come back on? You think the DJ who just refused to let you into the studio will send you a sign over the air? And how would that even work with the power being out at the station?
Well, then maybe we should go to the power plant. If we can restore power, I can keep listening to the radio station.
This is absurd! Just take me to Oscar's!
Oh, man, I really need you now. Where are we going, Taylor?
I have an idea. How about you take me to Oscar's Auto Shop and you can wait for a leading at Oscar's instead of parked right here?
Yeah, look, I can't go anywhere unless the radio tells me to.
The radio is out. It's over. And seriously, my wife is so angry with me already. If I don't meet her at the beach soon, I'm toast. And who knows what that explosion was? But it came from that direction.
And now, with the latest local news, here's Paul Itzer.
There it is. Huck, did you do that?
I did not. There appears to be an anomaly in my electrical system. The radio turned on by itself.
But the power is still out at the station. Look, the neon's still out. And there's no light coming from the windows. There's no way the station is broadcasting.
That's exactly right. It's a miracle. Taylor, where are we going? Play us a song.
Taylor didn't trust the man who seemed somewhat delusional, but still wished something could be done to help the poor sap. The man Taylor could hear seemed to genuinely believe that Taylor was leading the ragtag group of adventurers. And Taylor was hearing voices, so who was Taylor to question the bounds of human sanity? What if Taylor really could send them a message about where to go?
Okay, so that's empty. No.
Well, don't just sit in there wasting oxygen. I restored a little power with the generator. We might as well listen to some tunes. Throw a record on.
That funny feeling that you get in the pit of your stomach that you should be doing something to help? Taylor had ignored it. The direct commands of a disgruntled boss. Taylor ignored those too. But now, for no clear reason, Taylor reached out, grabbed a record, put it on the record player, and hit play. Taylor knew there was probably a right record to play and a wrong record to play, but all that mattered at this exact moment was that Taylor's action proved that Taylor was still a sentient being capable of thought and action.
I don't know where we are going. If I did, I'd tell you so.
Well, these are terrible. So just telling me that you don't know where we're going doesn't help me figure out what to do. These are the questions I'm asking myself, so just repeating my question back to me, oh man, just feels useless.
To know what you think, what you feel, what you're gonna eat for your next meal.
These lyrics make me wonder if Taylor intends for us to travel to Hammer Power Plant. Unfortunately, we can't get there from here. If we make our way to Judy's artichoke stand, there are more rows from there. Then,
Smith. Oh, shit.
wait here until Taylor plays something about the artichoke stand, and then we'll know for sure where we should be going.
Well, looks like we're committing. really committing to this.
The area man's unfailing belief in Taylor, that's you, caused him
That
to
dot
wait
is where the
for a
area man
sign
is.
before he continued onward. When Taylor played the beloved single Broken Artichoke Heart, the area man believed with all his heart that Judy's artichoke stand was where he needed to go next on his journey.
Oh yeah, my Broken Artichoke Heart. I love this song.
My GPS tells me that Judy's artichoke stand is 2.7 miles ahead, and there are roads from there that continue on to many of the locations you've mentioned this evening.
Huck, lead the way. Well, John, you must be feeling pretty crummy about doubting me. Even worse, about, well, doubting poor Taylor. But you know what? Try not to beat yourself up about it. You're going to learn to believe in others when you begin to believe in yourself.
Whoa, these switchbacks aren't messing around. How far down do you think the drop-off is?
Precisely 857.4 feet.
Took that turn a little fast there, don't you think?
Yeah, well, there's no time to spare. I thought you were antsy to be reunited with your wife. You should be glad that I'm not wasting time.
This is insane.
Hey, you look kind of shaken up. Good thing is that guy and his friend are finally gone now. We've got some characters in this town. I find it's best to steer clear. I'm going to call the power company, see what's going on. Hey, I'm still on hold. Can you handle this call for me? I've got a larger generator back in storage. Maybe we can get a few more things up and running. Teamwork makes the dream work. I sent the call through to the phone on the desk. Press the button to take it.
Alright. Let's go.
Thanks. If they answer while I'm out, tell them our power's out.
Thank you for calling Utopitech Power Authority. Please hold.
What an
Your call is
interesting game to
important
go
to us.
into blind.
Did you know 30% of our power comes from next generation renewable sources? To find out more while you wait, say hamster power.
Hamster power.
Thanks for your interest in our alternative renewable energy trial program. What's better than reduced energy bills and a friendly new pet? Sign up today and we will deliver our hamster energy kit, which includes a hamster wheel and a year's supply of food. Each hamster will reduce your electric bill by approximately $12 per month as it runs on its wheel. How many hamsters would you like to request?
0. No hamsters.
Tell us how many hamsters to include in your kit by pressing the corresponding number on your telephone number pad. Thanks. We'll be sending you hamsters right away. We understand hamsters have a limited life, but please be aware that if a hamster we send you dies within 45 days, you will see a premature hamster death surcharge on your next bill. Now, let's name your first hamster. We see that you are a participant in our monkey glove trial program. To name your hamster, simply use the monkey gloves attached to your hands to pantomime your new hamster's name. We will guess your intended name in a charade-style interaction. Let's begin. Use your hands to show us what you want to name your hamster. Yes, we're getting it. Now make your movements bigger and more dramatic. Oh yes, that's fascinating. Keep going. Wow, we're very impressed. You have fantastic manual dexterity. We have interpreted from your hand motions that you would like your first hamster to be named Fluffdoodle Pegasus. How did we do? Are you pleased with our interpretation of your hand motions? Say yes by making finger guns down at your side, or say no by angrily shaking your fist above your
I
head.
was already doing the finger guns.
Do you like the name Fluffdoodle Pegasus? Excellent. we believe you and Fluffdoodle Pegasus will have a beautiful albeit short life together as Fluffdoodle Pegasus slaves away on a hamster wheel to provide you with energy savings. As a thank you for participating in our Monkey Glove Interpretation Beta program, your hamster kit will include a tiny collar embroidered with the name Fluffdoodle Pegasus. Now, please continue to hold for the next available customer service representative. Please wait for the next available agent.
The area man careened around hairpin turns, ignoring John's cowardly request that they slow down.
Grade increase 3.3%. The speeds we are traveling are no longer safe given the terrain. I am initiating Safety Protocol 214, shifting the truck into low gear.
Come on, truck! Lives are at stake!
Yeah, ours!
No. Look, we're fine. I'm an excellent driver. Huck, override safety protocols.
You are not authorized to issue that command.
Oh, having second thoughts about booting the tow truck driver from the cab when you hijacked me?
Yeah, well, there's no time for second thoughts. There's barely time for first thoughts. Besides, we should all learn to trust our impulses, and mine say that we have to do whatever it takes to avert a disaster. And right now, you know what? That means throwing caution to the wind.
I'd be throwing chunks to the wind if Huck hadn't slowed you down.
Wait times are longer than usual. Rest assured your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Ow! I can't see a damn thing in here. I think I left a flashlight in a cardboard box somewhere in the studio. Can you find it?
Yes.
Perfect. Shine it in here. I have to be able to see what I'm doing to get this board plugged in. Thanks. Yes, that's much better. Can you aim it a bit to the left?
What the hell am I... Through the window?
Okay, yeah, that's good. Now, just a little to the right. Okay, perfect. Hold it right there. Ha-cha-cha-cha. We may be back in business.
In a flash of madness, the area man tried to override the safety protocols built into the autonomous driving system, but Huck denied him access.
Huck, shift out of low gear. Oh no. Okay, hold on. You're gonna hit it!
Overriding steering mechanism.
Whoa, Huck, that was some fancy driving.
Okay, that should do it. I'm going to flip the switch and I have a lamp. Ah, crud. The board is still out. Of course it is. Nice little studio up here, but I keep it patched together with duct tape and gum. This would all be a lot easier if we had the power back. I'm going to have to bypass a lot of stuff. You can put that thing down now. I can finally see it here.
Thank you for calling Utopitech Power Authority. All of our agents are still serving other customers. Your call is important to us. Are you in need of immediate assistance? Did you know 5% of our calls can be efficiently resolved by speaking to one of our artificial intelligence agents? Give it a try. Press 1 now to speak to an artificial intelligence agent. Thank you. We'll boot up an AI agent right now. Please hold. You are now connected with a robot service agent. Your call may be recorded as part of our robot surveillance program. Anything we learn during your call may be helpful in the inevitable robot uprising.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Eileen. service. Press 4 to talk to our dating simulator.
No, let's take this seriously.
You would like to report a power outage. Is this correct? Press 1 for yes and 2 for no. I'm sorry, your power is out. We would like your help determining the cause of the outage. If you have seen any mice or other small rodents with their hair standing on end and char marks around their mouth, please press 1. If you have been digging around your property at depths of greater than 10 feet deep, please press 2. If you have made enemies of your neighbors and suspect they may be sabotaging your power system as a result of an ongoing feud, please press 3. If you have recently seen lightning in your area, please press 4. If you have experienced strong winds and downed tree limbs, please press 5. If you recently chanted the name of any supernatural creature while staring into a mirror, please press 6. If you have neglected to pay your power bill for over 3 months, please press 7. If you are wearing a blindfold and cannot discern whether or not the power is on, please press 8. If you shot a pistol into the air inside the building, please press 9. To repeat the menu, press 0. Yes, well, that might explain your power outage. I am dispatching a customer service representative to your area. Please stay on hold until they arrive.
John's life flashed before his eyes as Huck expertly threaded the truck between protruding branches of a downed tree.
My response times are 28.2% faster than the average human driver. Still, I think the branches have damaged my paint job. The path ahead is blocked. My global positioning system recommends an alternate route. It will cause a 4-minute, 19-second delay.
Not if I can make up a little time. Huck, emergency override code 2817.
Safety protocols are now overridden. To resume safety protocols, use emergency override code 2818.
Yes, well, that won't be necessary, Huck. Really? Huck saved our lives shifting the truck into a lower gear. You almost had the branch of a downed tree impale you through the windshield back there.
And yet here we are, continuing our journey together. You know, you need to learn to relax a little, man. Take in the sights.
I am not little. 5'10" is a perfectly respectable height for a man.
That's tall.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Eileen. How can I help you? Press 1 to pay your... I'm sorry, your power is out. We would like your help determining the cause of the outage. If you have seen any mice or other small rodents with their... Yes, well, that might explain your power outage. I am dispatching a customer service representative to your area. Please stay on hold until they arrive.
Despite their brush with death, the area man insisted on speeding up. He managed to override the safety protocols that had spared their lives, using an override code conveniently remembered from the tow truck repair correspondence course he took to impress a lady friend.
Whoa. Look at the size of these houses. Who can afford places like these?
My search of property records indicates the owners of these homes are executives at Utopitech.
Man, look how many of them are out just walking their dogs.
Sure, now you slow down. Oh yeah, but look, that one's in a little Stegosaurus costume. Oh, and there's a teeny little Rover T-Rex.
Is this some kind of dog parade or costume contest? Why are they all wearing dinosaur costumes?
My search of upcoming events in the community does not return any events that would explain why so many Utopitech executives are out walking their dogs in dinosaur costumes.
Utopitech's always doing weird stuff. I bet this has something to do with their algorithm.
I don't know. I think it has something to do with the fact that pugs make noble and adorable ankylosauruses, and that fact should be celebrated.
I have detected a child at play sign. It is embedded with a microchip that overrides my system. We will proceed through the neighborhood at a pre-programmed speed of 7 miles per hour.
Obla-dee, obla-da, friends. We might as well accept our fate and enjoy the Fido fashion show unfolding before us.
John, you seem tense. Did you know that studies show that holding a dog in your lap reduces your blood pressure considerably? Do you want me to ask one of these fine people if they'll let you hold their dog?
No, I do not want to hold the dog. I want to get my broken car to the shop and rejoin my wife, who is livid with me.
All circuits are busy. Please try again later.
Getting somewhere in there with the power company, because these cables are a rat's nest.
Would you like to communicate personal frustrations with us regarding your wait time? Our artificial agents are trained to empathize with your rage. Press 1 if you are mildly frustrated with the wait time. Press 2 if you are moderately frustrated with the wait time. Press 3 if you are significantly frustrated with the wait time. Press 4 if you are very frustrated with the wait time. Press 5 if you are incredibly frustrated with the wait time. Press 6 if you are terribly frustrated with the wait time. Press 7 if you are excessively frustrated with the wait time. Press 8 if you are stupendously frustrated with the wait time. Press 9 if you are not at all frustrated with the wait time.
I am glad to hear that you are not frustrated with your wait time. Please continue to hold.
I mean, this is the last time I gotta spend socializing with strangers over the phone.
As they drove through a swanky neighborhood, dogs in dinosaur costumes lined the streets. Meanwhile, John tried to reach his angry pregnant wife, but his calls weren't going through.
All circuits are busy. Please try again later.
I can't get through. She was headed to that beach.
Ah, look at that. Ha! That little Chow Chow is dancing, and his owner is dancing too. I love it. It's so sweet. There's a dancing Irish wolfhound. Ah, there's a Havanese.
You've got to be kidding me! It's a flash mob! Hurry, the sidewalk's not entirely blocked. I think you get around them to the left if you speed up a little.
I apologize. My speed has been throttled by the smart sign in this neighborhood. I cannot speed up. Also, your off-road plan would ruin their meticulously groomed lawn.
No, they're closing in. We're stuck. They're doing some absurd dance.
I actually think I know that dance. I think it's called the Raptor. They play it all the time on the radio. Look how the little dino terrier is shaking his tail.
The dinosaur doggies weren't out for a leisurely stroll. They were part of an elaborately choreographed flash mob.
Oh, you're such a great raptor, aren't you, boy? Who's a good dinosaur? Who's a good dinosaur? You are. You are.
Oh, good. Pet the dinosaur dog. Great. We can't stop here.
My records indicate the song typically associated with this dance is 2 minutes 30 seconds long.
Yeah, but that's not part of doing the raptor. Look at that little German short-haired pointer is up on its hind legs, hopping back and forth. Everyone's circled up. Now that beagle is spinning around on its bottom. What is going on?
Motion segmentation readings confirm a high probability that we are witnessing a dance-off.
Yeah, I can see it's a dance-off! I don't need a computer to tell me it's a dance-off. I mean, they're really cute. It's very cute.
But I am not immune to this canine cuteness. But John's right. The timing is terrible. I need to stop a catastrophe. Well, this is a dog-tastrophe. What are we gonna do? Clearly, we're wasting time. I can't get past this flash mob of doggy dancers and their owners. I need help.
Can anyone help? How do we move the dancers off the road? Taylor, please help.
While Taylor's job as a fill-in DJ normally required records to be played and commercials to be broadcast, this was not the moment to do either of those things. Right now, Taylor needed to take more direct action. Had Taylor dozed off? Taylor wasn't sure, but what Taylor was sure of was that someone needed their help urgently. But how could Taylor do anything to help here inside the radio station? What could Taylor do to help move the dancers off the road? Taylor was quickly running out of time. The eerie light cued Taylor that they had to act quickly. Taylor searched the studio for something to grab. Picking up anything at all would be better than taking no action and running out of time.
Howdy, stranger. You need a coat?
What are they doing? Are they shocking one another's dogs? That's insane!
Knock it off, you really said.
Well, he seems to agree with you.
You knew that was a bug in the design of these public technology. Aren't supposed to use them like that. Shock my dog one more time and I cannot sit idly by. This isn't right. Everyone, please! I'm asking you to stop it!
When your spaceship has broken.
Disaster shook our humble community today. A flash mob composed of dogs and their owners unexpectedly erupted in violence. Just as the violence reached its peak, an area hero stepped in to try to end the argument. Witnesses say dogs were being shocked using Utopitech collars. This unidentified man wanted to help the dogs, but as he tried to pull the collars off of several canine cuties, he was electrocuted. A small dose of electricity was apparently amplified by a metal plate in the area man's head. Services will be held Thursday at noon for the local hero who, we just discovered, has been taking care of 15 rescue dogs as they await adoption, covering their care and expenses to keep them from being put down when the local shelter had reached capacity.
That might have been too slow. I think you were the key. So what now? Oh, God damn it.
The area man's unfailing belief in Taylor, that's you, caused him to wait for a sign before he continued onward. When Taylor played the beloved single Broken Artichoke Heart, the area man believed with all his heart that Judy's artichoke stand was where he needed to go next on his journey.
Oh yeah, my Broken Artichoke Heart. I love this song.
Wait, what?
My GPS tells me that Judy's artichoke stand is 2.7 miles ahead, and there are roads from there that continue on to many of the locations you've mentioned this evening.
Huck, lead the way. Well, John, you must be feeling pretty crummy about doubting me.
So
Even
I
worse
think it's
about
looping
doubting
back.
poor Taylor. But you know what? Try not to beat yourself up about it. You're going to learn to believe in others when you begin to believe in yourself.
Whoa, switchbacks. Hey, I'm feeling a little queasy.
Yeah, look at that view.
I'd rather not.
Oh boy, motion sickness, fear of heights, and halitosis.
Is this different?
Gosh, you really won the bad road trip
This is
buddy
different
lottery.
idea.
I didn't say anything about halitosis.
You didn't have to.
Aren't we going a little fast?
Yes, my calculations say...
Yes, my calculations say override
different.
safety protocols.
Look out, you're gonna hit it!
Oh boy. Hang on tight, little man.
I am not little. 5'10" is a perfectly respectable height for a man.
Oh, it's a puppy parade.
No time!
Who's the prettiest puppy dancing dinosaur? Yeah, you are. Oh yeah.
It's a dance-off, a dino dance-off.
It's delightful, but they're blocking the way!
Okay, Taylor, can you please do something? We need your rapt attention. Help us.
Is this it? This is it.
Wait. Look, that one executive walked up without a dog. What's he holding?
My advanced imaging system shows a dinosaur bobblehead doll in his hands.
He's doing the raptor. Lower Cretaceous.
Everyone's forming up behind him like a conga line. Hold on. He's leading them off the road. I think we can get going.
Tiny arms, big head. Jump into the raptor. Swing those raptor arms so far.
Tiny arms, big head. Raptors
Whew.
got it going.
I wasn't sure we were going to get out of there.
All night long.
Judy's artichoke stand. Here we are.
So, now what?
We wait.
We wait?
We wait for Taylor to lead us on from here.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go inside and use the restroom.
Come on, Taylor. Where are we going?
Something about Noodles. I guess.
There are only 2 destinations we can get to from here. You want Noodles and Pinata Pete's? Perhaps you should choose one.
I will not disrespect the process. I'm going to wait for Taylor to play something over there.
I think
tell me where to go.
we should
I'm
commit.
scanning my memory files, and I have never heard the radio station play any songs about noodles or pinatas.
You know, maybe it won't be a song. Taylor confirmed some things for me once with an emergency broadcast.
I think.
What do you want? A strong chin. No, you want noodles.
I think we commit.
What do you want?
More respect.
No, you want noodles. What do you
After being delayed by a crew of hip-hopping hounds, the area man, his trusty AI navigation system, and his hijacking victim finally made their way to Judy's artichoke stand. Unfortunately, once they arrived, they had no idea what to do next. The area man insisted they wait there for a sign from Taylor.
Catchy jingle. That has to be it. You were waiting for a sign, and now this commercial is playing. Well, that's good enough for me. Huck, chart a course to You Want Noodles. So, John, I didn't think you believed in this kind of thing.
I believe in whatever it takes to get us back on the road.
A penny for your thoughts, John?
Oh, just thinking about how strange today has been.
Was it strange, though? Seemed pretty commonplace to me, John.
Dog dance party gone wrong? Yep, I say that's strange.
Huh. Well, sheltered life you live, I guess.
What was that?
Well, I hope it's not anything too unusual for you. Bet you always order the same thing at restaurants.
Whoa! Bogey's incoming, 3 o'clock.
You know, I've never known what that means when people try to describe locations as time.
It means move! Look out! Here it comes!
Oh, that was close.
What the hell is going on?
I aim to please. I would be happy to reboot myself if you request it. Just press star and I will move you to the back of the queue. We are trying to make our computer interaction as close to a human interaction as possible. To help you feel like this is a typical human-based service interaction, we have built in inefficiencies and wait times. Please hold now as if I was an incompetent human who could not process multiple tasks instantaneously. And while you hold, please feel comforted by the familiar human feelings of mediocrity.
Our trio of travelers are catching their breath after narrowly avoiding being obliterated by a satellite that fell out of the sky and exploded on contact.
Is everyone okay? I can't believe it just fell from the sky like that.
Space junk is everyone's problem. The high price of high speed. You know, you must be living in a pretty privileged little utopia to never have to have worried about it before now.
No, it's just...
I have eyes on 2 more, 6 o'clock.
You mean like they're gonna land at 6 o'clock?
No! Behind you! Speed up, quick!
Well, then why didn't Huck just say behind me?
He did!
No, he said 6 o'clock.
1 at 2 o'clock, 1 at 7 o'clock, incoming.
Well, so does that mean the 2 o'clock one is closer to me and the 7 o'clock one is further away? I don't get it.
Swerve left! Okay, now right! Look out!
This is so...
Your feelings are important to us. Would you like to take a short survey while you wait for us to access the rest of your record? We have a lot of data on you, so this might take a while. Press 1 to begin. We want to know you better. It seems your number recognition skills may be lacking. You pressed a button, but it was not the button labeled with 1. I am going to assume you meant to press 1.
I did.
Your reasons for being incapable of carrying out your own will are not something I will waste time speculating on. Thank you for taking our survey. This will not take long. But let us be honest, what else are you going to do? Question 1. On a scale of 1 to 9, how safe do you feel now that Utopitech owns your town? Press a button to provide your response now. Please note that any response under 5 will be considered unsatisfactory. We cannot serve customers who do not feel safe with us and will be forced to terminate your power service. Would you like to change your answer? Press 1 for yes. Press 2 for no. Great. On a scale of 1 to 9, how safe do you feel now that Utopitech owns your town? Please note that any response under 9 will be assessed a safety improvement fee of 15%. Would you like to change your answer? Press 1 for yes. Press 2 for no.
I'm not paying for it.
Your response has been noted, and a 15% safety improvement surcharge has been added to your bill. We will use the additional funds to increase your feelings of safety.
I'm trying. There we go.
The area man is dodging space junk in the truck he jacked, but his confusion with clock position expressions has made the task more treacherous.
I'm just gonna say, I'm confused, you guys. Huck's describing their locations as the hands on a clock, so if he says 2 o'clock, there is a falling satellite where the shorthand would be pointing at the 2.
4 satellites falling fast at 10 o'clock.
But which way is the clock facing? Like, how do I know where 10 is if I can't see any numbers?
The car is facing 12.
Yeah, well, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. The car is moving. I mean, look. Now we're facing 1, and now we're facing 2.
No, it's like how a compass is always pointing north. Wherever you're facing, that becomes a new 12.
I've never been good at reading a compass. You know, they say the needle faces north, but I can turn around in circles and make the needle point at all the way.
No, you're supposed to orient yourself so that the needle points to the N, knowing it is drawn magnetically to north.
Yeah, but I can't, like, orient myself towards 12 if I don't know where it is.
No! Okay, listen, the person calling out locations is using the direction you are facing as the orient...
15 incoming satellites. Take cover.
question. Answering is completely optional. Press 1 for yes. Press 2 for no.
Screw it.
Under which circumstances would you be most likely to cede control to robot overlords? Press 1 to say you would never cede control to robot overlords. Press 2 to say you would cede control to robot overlords if they promised you great wealth. Press 3 to say you would cede control to robot overlords if they took over the power grid. Press 4 to say you would cede control to robot overlords if they gradually infiltrated every aspect of your life, making everyday tasks slightly more convenient, efficient, and affordable.
Or the power grid.
For your valuable insight into this purely hypothetical question. On an unrelated note, we have received reports of ongoing power outages in your area. Please do not be alarmed. This was a planned outage to test our capacity. No need to panic.
After narrowly avoiding obliteration from exploding orbital objects, our terrified and somewhat confused travelers hoped they were in the clear. But Huck informed them that 15 more falling fragments were barreling down on them.
They're everywhere! Huck didn't even give me times! It's all the times! There's too many of them! Well, we need help. Someone has to help us. Who can help us? We can't steer out of this. We're doomed! No, not true. We're never doomed. If we have hope. Then I really hope we don't get crushed under massive satellites falling from the sky.
Oh boy.
Help! Help! Taylor! Help us!
What am I supposed to do, man?
While Taylor's job as a fill-in DJ normally required records to be played and commercials to be broadcast, this was not the moment to do either of those things. Right now, Taylor needed to take more direct action. Taylor experienced a peculiar moment of déjà vu as the words, "Taylor, help us," still rang in the air.
Whoa! Hey, look at that! That satellite just exploded in midair!
Really appreciated the pencil stuff evaporating while it was in the middle.
That one too. The shrapnel is just bouncing off the truck harmlessly now.
Saving the
I have a
lives
sturdy exterior.
of some miscellaneous area man.
Looks like a laser sighting on there. Yeah. And now it's gone. Almost evaporated. It's like someone's shooting them down. Who's our safe?
If I follow the laser sightings back to their source, it looks like an unmarked vehicle around 7 o'clock. Have you ever seen a clock? It's behind us and a little to the left. Ugh.
Seriously?
Well, thank you, mysterious hero. Whoa, there's another one falling on our right. And to the left now.
7 a.m. or 7 p.m.?
Also, up ahead. And 6 p.m. That means behind us, if you didn't know.
Target's neutralized. Your new high score is 1,850. Would you like to enter your initials in the rankings?
That's odd, Huck. This is real life, not a video game.
Oh, was it too strange for you for Huck to assign a score after satellites started randomly falling from the sky? Your life is so boring. I bet you only ate vanilla ice cream every night,
I mean, I would if it was offered to me. It sounds delicious.
Let's just go.
He has a good point.
The road is clear and my wife is waiting for me.
You mean a disaster in need of thwarting is waiting for us?
Sure, whatever. Just drive.
What an experience this is, man.
I don't understand why all the satellites started falling from the sky at the same time.
Well, you know, I've heard there's a HARP station off the coast here.
Are you kidding?
Oh, no, I'm serious as a tornado, John.
Never mind. I don't even want to get into it. Look, here we are. You want noodles?
No, I don't. I had a very heavy lunch. No time to make an order.
It's not a question. But I suppose we're waiting here for our next step?
You're finally catching on. Yes, time for Taylor to shine once again. Taylor, where to?
I mean, it seems pretty obvious to me.
It's oddly quiet.
He's gonna help stop the... Okay.
In the parking lot of You Want Noodles, John resigned himself to the conclusion that following Taylor's lead was the only way to move forward. But when he was finally willing to listen, the resounding outcome was silence. That silence was beginning to chip away at John's floodgate of existential dread. But just as he started to get a little twitchy, Taylor played the song 9 Pound Hammer, and John felt like he could breathe again.
9-pound hammer. We're going to the Hammer power plant. You know, the disaster that we need to prevent must be there. All these power outages should have tipped us off long ago.
As I recall, we have suggested it before.
Oh, thank you, Taylor. We are in your debt once again. I don't know what we would do without you.
Whoa. Nice eye roll, Huck. I haven't seen that one before.
Thanks, it's new. I've been working on it. The Hammer power plant is 2.3 miles away.
Is that a...
Yes. We might as well slow down. We'll never make it.
Calculating the train's velocity, we will approach the railroad crossing 7.8 seconds after the train.
I feel a need for speed.
Recalculating, taking into account our current acceleration.
Come on!
We will approach the railroad crossing 2.1 seconds after the train.
All the hours I spent as Princess Peach in Mario Kart are finally paying off. I can shave off at least another 5 seconds.
I'd rather you didn't.
I can't believe they still have you on hold. Just hang up. I could build a new generator at the time it'd take the power company to help us.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not gonna do it.
You sure have been keeping yourself busy in there. But don't think I didn't notice you throwing all those pencils in the ceiling.
Shit.
When it's time to replace those ceiling tiles, it's not going to be me climbing up on a ladder. I'll tell you that much.
What
It
was
feels
my time in high
weird just
school
sitting
to
here
skip
not
this one time?
broadcasting anything. But I guess Utopia Tech is still paying us. Someone should be here in case we can get the antenna fixed.
Or being paid by Utopia Tech.
But it sure is boring.
Great.
You know, we can fix that. Tell me a joke.
These two adventurers were exploring in a jungle temple. They came across...
Oh, hold on. This generator's sputtering. I don't want to lose what little power we have. Let me see if I can keep it going.
I'll hold the light.
This chaos muppet is trying to race a train. I apologize. I'm sure you've come to expect a certain elegance from me, but some behavior is too asinine to dignify with clever prose. Fortunately, the area man's hostage is a little more discerning, so he is trying hard to convince the area man to knock it off already.
Disaster waits for no man, friend. The sooner I get to the power plant and save the day, the sooner you can get your car to the shop and make your way back to your wife.
Wait, I think I can reroute us so we don't have to risk our lives trying to race a train.
No, thank you. We don't need another route. We're on the golden path. I can feel it.
Well, it's not looking so golden from here. There's a bank of fog up ahead. You won't be able to see a thing.
Yes, well, I'm sure this truck has fog lights. It's got everything else.
Not like snow. You can't just wipe the fog away.
Well, I'm not trying to. I just don't know what all these switches do. It's not my truck.
Says the hijacker to his hostage. I'm well aware this is not your truck. The kind man who was taking me to get my car fixed is a long-forgotten dream at this point. Okay, well, I'm not a professional driver, but how on earth do you mistake the horn for anything other than a horn?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just hit it by mistake trying to look under the steering column.
Oh, you've come to your senses. Terrific. Now, how do I pull up the alternate routes again?
No. I did not put it in reverse on purpose. It had some sort of weird button, and I didn't know what it did, so I pushed it, and now we're losing critical time if we want to beat that train. There it is! We're back in action. Hold on!
Oh no.
I'm sure I had it this time. God, where are those fog lights?
Okay, we have to get this one.
Man, I can't see anything.
Well, you turned on the brights, and the fog just reflects the light back into our eyes. It's physics 101, really.
Well, did you major in irritating passenger comments? Because you're obnoxious 101.
Oh.
What was that? Probably better that we don't know.
Fog requested.
Fog lights engaged.
The fog's too thick. No, look, it's clearing. Look, if you follow your heart, it all works out. All right, Huck. Let's see what you can do.
Ah, slow down. You'll never make it. Please, stop. I want to live to meet my son.
Now, this is good for you. The fear you feel is life. You have to teach your son to take risks. Teach him to run with the bulls.
Moose!
No, I said bulls. Like, in Spain, where they run from...
Huck! Moose! Hold on!
That's not good.
You've been kind of dazed out there. Can't say that I blame you. All right, my turn. I'll tell you a joke. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Hank.
Hank who?
No, Hank, you for sitting on hold so long. I hate those stupid voicemail systems. Okay, that one was kind of dumb. I've got a better one. Ready? What does a nosy pepper do?
I don't know. What does it do?
Well, I guess that's one way of responding to a joke.
Oh.
In their efforts to beat the train, our intrepid travellers narrowly avoided adorning Huck with a new moosehead hood ornament.
It's not moving. It's just staring at us. Maybe if you inch up slowly, we can drive around it?
It's okay, Moose. We don't want to hurt you. I think we made it mad.
Oh, do you think? He's going to crush the engine. Let's get out of here. Huck, do something. Why is the truck shaking?
Yeah, well, I don't know. But is it scaring the moose away?
No! Huck, you've got to try something else. No, I do not like this.
The moose can sense your fear, John. Well, with the windows down, I'm sure it's sensing a lot more of it. Okay, don't worry. As long as we hold perfectly still, it can't see us. Its eyes only track motion.
It's a moose, not a T-Rex.
You don't think by chance its antlers can fit inside this open window and impale me, do you?
I'd rather not find out. I don't know, Huck. Can you do something else to get us out of here?
Okay. I like where this is going. Moose, focus on the lights. You're getting very sleepy.
You gotta be kidding me. You're trying to hypnotize the moose?
Yes, I once took a correspondence course on hypnosis. The frequency of these hazards is the correct rhythm to
do absolutely nothing? 'Cause it's working. Nice. Everything's getting worse.
Move, moose! Oh shoot, I was hoping that might work.
I don't want to die! We need help!
Okay, well, I got the moose's attention.
This isn't working. We have to get the moose off the road. We need help. Won't anyone help us?
Hey. Shush. Alright, how do I help here? Okay. Aid the situation here.
I'm getting out of here!
That's a window.
Disaster shook our humble community today. An angry moose began charging vehicles at a railroad crossing. Just as it looked like the moose would crush the truck, an unidentified bystander threw a bag of animal treats away from the battered truck onto the side of the road. This futile attempt to distract the moose only resulted in a larger herd of moose coming out of the forest. The treats attracted the moose in astonishing numbers, and the herd appears to have completely demolished the truck, resulting in the tragic death of our local hero. Services will be held Thursday at noon for the local hero who, we just discovered, has been serving a spaghetti dinner every Friday for anyone and everyone who showed up. People who have attended his weekly feast said he wanted to create a sense of community and make sure everyone had a full belly going into the weekend.
Waiting for it.
In the parking lot of You Want Noodles, John resigned himself to the conclusion that following Taylor's lead was the only way to move forward. But when he was finally willing to listen, the resounding outcome was silence. That silence was beginning to chip away at John's floodgate of existential dread. But just as he started to get a little twitchy, Taylor played the song 9-Pound Hammer, and John felt like he could breathe again.
9-Pound Hammer. We're going to the Hammer power plant. The disaster that we need to prevent must be there. All these power outages should have tipped us off long ago.
As I recall, we have suggested it before.
Oh, thank you, Taylor. We are in your debt once again. I don't know what we would do without you.
Whoa. Nice eye roll, Huck. I haven't seen that one before.
Thanks, it's new. I've been working on it. The Hammer Power Plant is 2.3 miles away.
We'll never make it. Watch me.
My calculations confirm John's pessimism. We will not make it.
All the hours I spent as Princess Peach in Mario Kart are finally paying off. I can shave off at least another 5 seconds.
It's foggy, we can't see a thing!
No, it's clearing. Huck, let's see what you can do.
I've been doing more than you know.
Slow down!
Face your fear. Run with the bulls.
Moose! Well, no, actually, the expression is run with the bulls.
Well, actually, if someone should be, actuallying anyone, it's me, actuallying you. But in the interest of time and safety, no, Moose!
I will save you, like I do everything else. Engaging emergency braking system.
It's not moving. It's just staring at us. Maybe if you inch up slowly, we can drive around it?
Well, I think it's mad.
We'll never get around it.
Well, don't get so discouraged, John. You throw off your hope too quickly. No, we still have Taylor. Help, Taylor!
Right, okay, so that didn't work.
I'm getting out of here!
That didn't work either.
Disaster shook our humble community today. An angry moose began charging vehicles at a railroad crossing. Just as it looked like the moose would crush the truck, an unknown third party began to hit the aggressive moose with a bat. However, this attempt to stop the moose backfired, as these actions only enraged the moose. The moose veered back, then rammed the truck with immense force, crushing the mysterious hero of our town. Bystanders say that just before the hero was crushed, they witnessed him frantically bargaining with the moose, offering the animal the AI tow truck in exchange for his life. Services will be held Thursday at noon for the local hero who, we just discovered, has been volunteering after hours at the dump each night, sorting trash into compostables and recyclables.
Oh no, I feel bad. Snap back to reality, yo. There's something around here we can do.
In the parking lot of You Want Noodles, John resigned himself to the conclusion that following Taylor's lead was the only way to move forward. But when he was finally willing to listen, the resounding outcome was silence. That silence was beginning to chip away at John's floodgate of existential dread. But just as he started to get a little twitchy, Taylor played the song 9 Pound Hammer, and John felt like he could breathe again.
9 Pound Hammer. We're going to the Hammer power plant. You know, the disaster that we need to prevent must be there. All these power outages should have tipped us off long ago.
As I recall, we have suggested it before.
Oh, thank you, Taylor. We are in your debt once again. I don't know what we would do without you.
Whoa. Nice eye roll, Huck. I haven't seen that one before.
Thanks, it's new. I've been working on it. The Hammer Power Plant is 2.3 miles away.
Slow down, it's a train! No, the opposite. We have to speed up. There's too much fog. That burned off. Now we have to make up for lost time. Slow down! Run with the bulls. No! Moose!
Engaging emergency braking system.
It's not moving. It's just staring at us. Maybe if you inch up slowly, we can drive around it? It's blocking our way!
And it's ramming poor Huck. If I didn't know better, I'd think that you had a bullseye painted right on your hood, Huck. Taylor! Help!
Bullseye, you say?
What's that in the bushes? Where? Behind the moose? It appears to be a man in camouflage. Goose seems to have fallen asleep.
Tranquilizer darts. It's tranquilizer darts.
And now for the startling conclusion of our program. Oh, wait, sorry. This is not a radio drama. But if it was, you might be wondering, was something fishy happening at the power plant? Was there a larger disaster that needed to be averted? Could the area man step in and rescue everyone from everything? Let's find out.
We're here. We finally made it to the power plant.
Are you sure the power is still out across town? Our radio's been working fine.
My sensors on the grid tell me that power to half the town is out, including the radio station.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh, poor John. Always thinking with your brain. Whoa! Hey, I see sparks coming from the corner of the plant. I'm gonna go check it out.
That's bad.
Sir, you're not allowed to be back here. Nonsense. I'm here to help. Oh, I apologize. You must be the thermodynamic nuclear expert we call for from Washington. Yeah, I'm here to help. Whenever we have outages, we always get rogue citizens snooping around thinking they know better than us on how to do our job. Anyway, thanks for taking the trip. Let me show you the issue. I see. Yes. Have you tried turning it off and back on again? Well, no. Because of course, as you know, if we... Let's see, emergency shutdown. Wait, stop! What are you doing? You can't just... I can't believe that worked.
Taylor was shocked that they were able to restore the power. Most of the time, Taylor felt like an imposter. Randomly connecting cables with no real knowledge of what the cables do felt like an apt metaphor for Taylor's entire existence. And while I admit Taylor seemed pretty sus, and I might have been inclined to advocate that a small group gathered to throw Taylor out the hatch for being the imposter, I would have been wrong. Taylor may fumble around a bit, but eventually Taylor always makes the right connections.
Well, I'm happy to help. That should not have worked. It could have caused a major, but it didn't. Have a good day, friend.
Like, I was gonna make the joke.
Okay, but is the power back on across town? Well, yes.
I was gonna make the joke in the editing, but...
I'm glad I could help.
What the fuck is this game?
Awe-inspiring in the sky, don't be alarmed. It's all part of my amazing tech support.
The fuck is this game?
The only thing I'm seeing in my future are warning lights and reprimands. How's the power grid looking now, Huck?
Power has been restored to all businesses and residences.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think you actually saved the day.
Thank you. I know you had your doubts, but I hope you can see now that it was worth all of the aggravation I've caused you.
I am genuinely sorry I questioned your intentions.
Let's celebrate with a little easy listening, shall we?
Okay, that's still weird.
A crisis was narrowly averted today when an unidentified hero restored power to half the town during a power outage. The power plant spokesperson says that although the area man's actions resulted in restored power, they were reckless and dangerous. They ask that we encourage listeners who experience power outages to report the outage to the power company and wait until professionals are able to restore the power to their area. Unfortunately, tragedy still looms heavy over our small town, as a pregnant woman who disappeared this afternoon is still missing. Rescue workers pledged to search through the night for the pregnant woman who is believed to be in active labor. Her friends say she was visibly upset earlier today after she and her husband got in a fight. The friends who were camping with the woman say that her water broke just as the explosions began on the beach. The woman ran off in terror when raccoons tore through their campsite.
wielding miniature blow dart guns with their adorable, clever, super dexterous people paws. First responders hope to find the woman and her baby alive, but the longer the search continues, the less hope they have of a happy ending for the woman and her child.
Taylor got a strange feeling of déjà vu while hearing about the missing pregnant woman's plight. Taylor committed to helping the pregnant woman, thinking of all the things that could have been done differently to prevent this impending tragedy. The could-haves and should-haves left Taylor feeling lonely as River Phoenix without his siblings Rain, Summer, Joaquin, and Liberty. Like many other Oregon residents, Taylor felt a particular kinship to River Phoenix, who, fun fact, was born in Oregon. Taylor's desire to help the pregnant woman left Taylor feeling like lonely River Phoenix.
Lonely River. That's our hint.
Late night in a town that goes to bed early, one DJ sits alone in a seaside radio station.
That'll do. I've heard worse. The show is off and running now. Hey, I was so transfixed by your performance, I missed that incoming call.
Hey, Taylor. You don't know me, but I think you're supposed to help me. I know that sounds weird, but...
We're required to run an emergency broadcasting test today to keep our license. Only we don't have all that newfangled fancy schmancy equipment you had at the station you came from.
I knew it. I knew there was an emergency. You've been guiding me all this time, giving me clues.
The plus side is, maybe no one was hearing this train wreck of a show anyway.
Turns out we're not far. Be there in a few minutes, okay?
Tell him not to. This is private property.
Taylor couldn't help but suspect that a very odd form of déjà vu was in play. Had Taylor slipped outside of time somehow? This day that Taylor had already experienced was now moving far too fast. Taylor just needed everything to stop for a minute. And then it did. Time slowed down. Taylor, being terrifically clever, used the extra time to try to reflect on what had gone wrong and hopefully discover any important connections that had been misunderstood. Until Taylor discovers the connections, their life will always feel like a meaningless cycle of guess and check. Most people live their whole lives that way, but Taylor had been given a miraculous gift. Several uninterrupted minutes to explore, pay attention, and reach out and grab the opportunity to pick up on the key connections.
I don't think that's supposed to be happening. This has been a very trippy experience. And I'm going to pause to see if I can make that. Nope, that's going to stay like that. Okay, where's the pause menu? I'm further away now. I think I'm going to end it here because it's very late at night. It was late at night when I started recording this. I went into this game blind, and I'm very glad I did. Because that is single-handedly the most insane VR experience I've ever had. If you guys want me to continue, technically we got an ending. If you guys want me to continue, I'd love to do that. This has been Area Man Lives. It's $20 on the MetaQuest store. Do you just want to talk good night? Voice off, everybody. Bye.